Recently, Ukrainian transplant specialists informed that only 10% of domestic organ transplant potential in Ukraine is capitalized on. Instead of 1,000 surgeries that could be successful, only 100 are performed in Ukraine. This year, the implementation of the national program transplantation has been completed, though only slightly more than half of the costs have been covered. However, with the low number of surgeries currently being performed, there is enough money. The government doesn't finance the surgeries themselves.
Now we will see how our choices will pay off, since the stent is positioned to be one of the most flexible stents. Operating surgeon of Amosov Institute of Kiev broadcast via teleconference from Kiev to Kamenets-Podilsky. 200 cardiologists from all over Ukraine are watching the operation. Such endovascular operations in Ukraine Amosov surgeons were the first to do. Every year, more than 300 interventions, with telemedicine specialists ready to teach medical institutions in the regions.
Amosov International Institute has a very large experience in cardiovascular surgery. It's about 180,000 operations during 50 years. So we have accept great experience. We have very good results. Very good results in pediatric cardiac surgery, in acute cardiac surgery, in ischemic cardiac surgery for infective endocarditis, for aortic aneurysm, especially acute rupture of aorta.
Surgeons from Ukraine, Poland and Belarus share experience how to treat cardiovascular diseases and to develop transplantation. Our surgeons are ready, but we have no presumptions of consent, and we cannot legally get a donor. Belarus has no such problems. Their presumed consent is legalized. A person in case of the death automatically, without the consent of relatives, becomes a donor. The first heart transplantation in Belarus did academic Yuri Ostrowski. The first organ transplantation was in February 2009. For the moment, 215 transplants performed. In Poland, every citizen consents to organ transplants and receives a donor card, says Polish former health minister and now member of parliament, Marian Zembala.
The heart transplantation or liver transplantation, kidney transplantation, lung transplantation is a little bit different story. Any country, you have a patient with end-stage disease, end-stage damage of the liver, of the kidney, of the lungs, of the heart, and only chance survival is artificial kidney, like dialysis, but it's sufficient for the certain moment, or just transplantation.
The Ministry of Health counted that urgent heart transplantation annually require more than 2,000 of Ukrainians, but to get a chance to extend the life receive the very few real heart transplants aren't performed in the country. There is no registry of donor organs, so patients have to travel abroad, where the transplantation costs from $100,000. This is Olena Tsarenko for First Ukraine.